I hope you got your kettlebell ready, so let's go ahead and get started, all right? First workout we're going to do is going to be a clean. It's going to be a clean to a squat, all right? So with this, with your PKB, go ahead and grab it. I'm going to demonstrate with the right arm. It doesn't matter which arm you start off with, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. I'm going to have my right index finger close to what we call the horn of the kettlebell right through here. All right, we're going to keep your knees slightly bent. Now, what we're going to do is going to go ahead and lead with our elbow, similar to an upright row motion. So we're going to lead with that elbow. Right before we get to our highest peak, we're going to pop, act like we're punching towards the ceiling, let that kettlebell rotate, controlling it, and having it land in the pocket of your bicep in the front part of that shoulder, okay? So, through here, knees stay slightly bent, lift, punch, wrist stays straight, catching it in our pocket. We're going to drop down now into a squat, keeping your chest up, standing right back up, dropping it back down, and releasing, okay? So that's going to be our clean to our squat, all right? Now, we're going to go ahead and move on from there. We're going to go into what we call an alternating push-up. Now, those of you that are beginners, and especially that are working on your technique, which is super, super important, before you start progressing, you got to make sure that your technique is where it needs to be, okay? Because that's how you get into injuries. And most importantly, you're not going to be able to isolate the correct muscle. So, moving on to here, we're going to start with a alternating push-up. Now, when you drop down, if you want to do these on your knees, it is an option. You want to make sure that your kettlebell is going to be lined up directly in the middle part of your body from here, okay? So when you start down, you're dropping down your knees. You're going to start here, one hand here. On top of it, other hand on the ground. You're going to drop down here, keeping the elbow slightly below the shoulder, pressing up. That's one. You're going to alternate to the other side, dropping back down. That's two, okay? Now, moving on to that third exercise that what you're going to add into your circuit is going to be the kettlebell deadlift with a burpee. So from there, you're going to rotate your kettlebell to where it's now looking like this. This is the front. We're going to rotate it to the side. Now, deadlift is something that's super important with the mechanics. Okay, you can injure yourself, especially when you're dealing with heavier weight. So we want to make sure that we have this technique down. Now, when you're doing your deadlift and picking up this kettlebell, you want to make sure that, first of all, that your feet are going to be outside of your kettlebell. From there, you're going to drop down when you're lifting. If you notice that my knees aren't going to come forward, my hips are dropping back, belly button in towards the spine, and back is straight. You'll end up lifting up the kettlebell and standing straight up. So, what it's going to look like as I pick up the kettlebell, again, feet outside my hips, kettlebells in between, back straight, knees slightly bent, lifting all the way up, having a strong stance, all right? Now, we're going to go ahead and add that burpee with it. So, when you drop down, hands down to the ground, fully extend. Do not drop your hips. Keep your hips up. We want to have a strong core. Landing with your feet on the outside of the kettlebell, chest up, and then standing up, okay? So those three exercises are going to be the workout for the beginner workout, excuse me. Now, how it's going to work is you're going to go ahead and do 5 sets, okay? You're going to give me 5 sets of 10 of everything. So with your clean to squat, you're going to do your first set. If you're holding it with your right arm, do your clean to squat 10 times on one side, clean to squat 10 times on your left side, and then you'll move on directly to the next exercise, your alternating push-up. You can do them on the knees as an option, or you can do them on your toes, and then you'll go to your third and last exercise, the burpee deadlift with your kettlebell, and you'll give me 10 of those. Give yourself a minute for a minute recovery after you finish all those exercises, and then repeat it 4 more times after that, all right? So, with that being said, I hope you got a clear understanding of what we're looking for, and I definitely look forward to seeing how that workout turns out for you, okay? So, keep working hard, stay strong, and be positive.